Thank you for telling me no sound. Wow, that was pretty intelligent of you to do. Thank you. Thank you. That works. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so when my computer restarts, it turns off the phantom power on my audio for some reason. I don't know why. It's a physical button, but the phantom power shuts off, and then I have to turn it back on every time. That's something else that's stupid. Let me add that to my list of complaints on Windows. It's just so dumb. 24, phantom power on my audio audio to digital, convert digital to audio, D to A. No, it's audio A to D converter is reset to off position every reboot or restart. Right? Alright, let's figure out why I have no sound now. Okay. This would probably help. Once again, you know, it disconnects from this Bluetooth device. And I have to go back into Bluetooth and reconnect it every time too. So it forgets my audio settings as well. I have to click view more devices because it doesn't just show up, because that would make too much sense for the devices to just show up when you click on show frickin' Bluetooth devices, you know, because some re-engineer thought it would be a good idea to show everything. Hey Rox, haven't seen you in forever. Why don't you come to my shows anymore, Rox? Miss you. But yeah, Rumble, no notifications. Same with Facebook. Not sure about Twitter. Yeah, well, fuck Facebook. You know what? You guys shouldn't be watching from Facebook anyway. You guys should all be watching from all of my YouTube channels. That's why I always tell you guys. I don't know why you want to watch from a substandard viewing platform when you've got YouTube, which is the greatest one. You know? Been busy with the old folks? Okay, that's fair enough. I'm busy with my old folks too, but I still go live 3 times a day. Alright, so, Aaron, hello.
Hey Nay, is your converter's power source the computer?
Is your converter's power source? Converters? My converter? What's a converter? Is my converter what? What's a converter? Oh.
A to D.
Yes, but, you know, it's a USB power.
Rox 1 SMF.
So you're saying...
I'm banned from posting an oops on FB for saying boys are dumb on a video of men doing the new stunts. Jerry Lawton.
Really?
Him on YouTube.
Well...
Aaron I. So on reboot it's cutting the power to the converter, causing it to turn off each reboot. Jerry Lawton.
Right?
Just letting you know about your notifications, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. I really do want you guys watching from YouTube, though. But you know, you watch whatever's easiest for you.
Hey, how's it going?
This cable is... See, look. I have no choice. It's powered by the computer, right? So, because it powers in through that special USB cable, it's a special connection.
Rox 1 SMF. I only watch on YouTube.
YouTube is the greatest viewing platform out there. It's just the best. I recommend everybody watch it, even though I hate them. As far as the quality of watching a show from there, you're not going to find anything better. I sound like I'm talking about super male vitality. You're not going to find a better product anywhere else. But we've got so much to cover on the show, and I'm so upset because I don't know what's causing these crashes.
Hobo.
How's so
What's
hobo?
the Cheeto-looking cocksucker done now? Rocks 1
He's
SMS.
done a lot, and it's from what
Jerry
he's done in the
Larkin.
past. Actually, it's gotten him trouble. Not anything he's done now,
Channel going.
but he has done something now too.
Fahrenheit.
He's as calling for protests.
Unfortunately, I think that'll be a quirk you'll have to fix each time. I'm not sure if you can power it from a diff source than the computer itself.
Well, I'll tell you the solution is for me to buy another Focusrite that gets powered other than the computer. But this is also how it plugs into the computer. So I would need an external power source, which this thing does not offer. I don't think this thing offers power, so it's just a pain in the ass. And sometimes I start shows with my sound off, and every time it's because I forgot to click that little button. Usually my sound is on. I usually remember it.
Latin.
I just
OIAE.
the way I've learned to
Rocks
remind
1
myself is by
SMS.
going into
NYPD had better
Discord first.
bring their game.
Yeah, I know, New York, right? Well, that's a very interesting conversation to be had about
Brian
Trump.
Munoz.
What's going on? There's so much other stuff going on
NLRC.
right now. Hey, Brian.
Cheers, Nick.
I got my café. Let me refresh the Rumble page here. Wow, sounds like a 4-alarm fire going on somewhere. Okay, let's refresh the Rumble. Wow, hello everybody that's watching on Rumble. I'm so glad to see you guys there too. Thank you for that. My brain is just a little scrambled right now. I just had 5 planes fly over my house in formation. It was like one of the coolest things I could have ever seen. You know, they're flying in a V formation, and they were like single propeller planes. They seemed like they were, they didn't seem like they were planes of war. They seemed like they were crop duster type planes, or maybe they were World War II style planes. They were really loud, you know, like old school, bro, not jets. You know, they were propeller, and they were so loud, and one of them was yellow, and then the other 4 were a dark color. They were in a V formation, and they were flying at about...
1 SMF.
They were flying at about, I would guess, at
an
about
air show soon?
1,500 feet or so. I mean, I could clearly see the planes. You know, they were pretty low and loud.
Chili dog. Aerobic planes.
I don't know. They could be stunt planes. They could have been air show. There for an air show. I don't know, but I just thought it was I just looked out, bro. I heard it. I was like, what is that? You know, what's making all that racket? And I'm looking in the trees. And then right over there, bro, they go right over my yard. And I'm like, whoa, I got my own air show right before I went live, which is pretty cool. I don't like air shows. I don't like it because people die, people get killed. I think it's stupid. Ooh, look at the plane. Ooh, look at the firework. Ooh, look in the sky. Look. Ooh, you guys are so easily entertained. You're even entertained by a story about an air show, you know? But at the same time, man, we're so indoctrinated to think that that's what we should all be doing. You know, we should all be going out and doing stuff like that, you know, instead of, you know, tending our crops, collecting water, you know, and helping people in need. We should be out watching planes fly through the sky, you know, and forgetting about all of our problems. I don't want to clown too much on that. I do, like I said, I've got a lot to cover today in this show, and I want to try to get through it. There's a lot going on with Ron DeSantis, and it's very exciting what's going on with Ron DeSantis, and I'll tell you what. He has chosen so many groups to marginalize that he's finally just about picked everybody. He's just about picked everybody.
Times we wish we had on-demand cameras attached, Borg lights
I know, right?
to our heads.
Right? That's okay. I saw it. I got the memory right here in my brain. He's attacked so many groups that if your group hasn't been attacked yet by Ron DeSantis, you haven't been paying attention. Because I guarantee he's gone after you too. And as soon as you realize that Ron DeSantis is coming after you, you'll stop supporting him.
These can marginalize these nuts.
Exactly. I agree. Marginalize these nuts, DeSantis. That's well said. Very well. You're a wordsmith, my friend. Hill House Hobo. Wordsmith. What I would say is this about Ron DeSantis marginalizing you. You didn't want to complain because you didn't see it as a direct assault to you. But I'm here to tell you, I told you yesterday, I told you the day before, I'll tell you the day before that. It's just a matter of time before Ron DeSantis picks you and your group, whatever group you belong to. And he's going to find you too, because that's how fascism works. So the time to speak out against it is right now. And here's the beautiful thing. My work here is done, man. Guess who covered it? John Oliver. John Oliver covered it hard 10 days ago. I watched the whole thing and it was so good. I shared it on my Twitter. And those of you guys who follow me on Twitter, you guys got to see that too. Can't show it because it's an HBO production. I believe I can't show John Oliver stuff at all on here.
Socialists.
Yeah, when they came for the socialists, I said nothing. Rox, I tell them this every day. This is what we discuss every day on this show. So,
Rox won.
Now is the time. Now is the time. I don't know where that second page is. There are 2 pages being read here. I don't know where that other one is at. Oh. I hear it. I hear 2 voices, but I only see 1 chat. Oh, I found it. There it is. Okay, cool.
Got no audio.
Okay, cool. So, my computer's been crashing. I've pulled up the error messages, and I have no idea what's causing it. The errors don't tell you what causes it. It says unexpected crash. Oh, unexpected shutdown of operating system. That's helpful. That's helpful, you re-engineers. They used to tell you what was actually the piece of software that was malfunctioning, so you could reinstall it, Now it doesn't even say that anymore. So, source, file manager. Event ID 6. Level, information. A lot to talk about, a lot to cover, guys. There's a lot of news going on.
House Hobo.
I was up late last night on Twitter.
It's like the analogy of the frog and the of water. Throw a frog into boiling water and it will jump out, but put it into cold water and heat it up slowly. The frog will sit there until it's too late.
Fascism is a pot of boiling water, and we are the frog. Wow, that's amazing. Huh? Somebody's complaining about calling Unholy Rome a narcissist, which is hilarious, because he isn't a narcissist. He's one of the most down-to-earth, real motherfuckers that I've ever met. And let me tell you something else. Him and I have had some issues in the past, and, I understand sometimes people have issues or problems or whatever, and you work through it, and you get over it, whatever.
One SMS.
But you take someone at their whole.
I'm
What do they
waiting
have?
to
What do
get
they
the
offer
smartwatch
society as a whole?
I got my mom
You know?
back, so I can make a new Twitter account with a diff phone number. See how long it takes for me to get banned again. Sarcasm, every time.
You know, just because the guy puts his face out there. Fucking idiot. Everyone's wants to point the pragmatic part. He wants to point his finger at unholy Rome and call him a narcissist? A malignant narcissist? Really? Why? Because he's a good-looking guy? That makes him a narcissist? Do you even know what a narcissist is, you fucking moron? The last thing a narcissist is going to do is go get people to donate money so he can take that money and go buy fucking packs of water and bring it to people that he's never met before in the fucking streets so he can give them, you know, something that no one else gives a shit about. Wow, that doesn't sound like the acts of a fucking narcissist. But I'm just saying, you know, I wonder how many malignant I don't know how to spell that word. Narcissists, you know, help the homeless on the reg. Thank God for the auto speller. I can't spell narcissist to save my life. Fucking dumbass. I'm on Twitter tweeting right now. If you guys want to go on Twitter and start retweeting my tweets, they're under my tweets and replies at Unholy Rome. I'd appreciate that. They've got 0 views. So if you guys just want to pull up your Twitter and start liking and retweeting my tweets, I'd appreciate it. I mean, I'm making total sense. If you don't like the fact that I make sense, well, then don't go to Twitter and help me. I get it. You don't like the fact that I'm making sense, and you don't want to share that around. That's fine. You know, it's
Jerry
great.
Lawton. LOL.
Is this Ron DeSantis? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's funny. Okay, here we go. Look at the headline. They can't hide it anymore. This is fucking beautiful. Look at this.
Patrick John Welder. Now will he actually be arrested?
The media's job is to control. Oh yeah, Tucker Carlson never tried to control anybody with his fucking media. Whatever. Look at what that says, guys. John Bolton says, why won't West let Ukraine win against Russia? Imagine the implications of what he just said. Why won't the United States let Ukraine win? In other words, oh, if we just give them the F-16s, that'd fix everything. We could win this war today. John Bolton could win this war for Ukraine and America and the world in 5 minutes if you just gave him the reins, everybody. You know, all the king's horses and all the king's men can't seem to figure it out. But, oh, John Bolton's got the answer, everybody.
LOL.
He's going to fix Russia, and oh, and how. He's the biggest anti-Russia kook in the world, this guy. He's got such a hard-on for Vladimir Putin. He can't masturbate and come unless he's actually envisioning Vladimir Putin sucking his dick. Then he comes. That's how into Putin this guy is. Why won't the West let Ukraine win against Russia? How much money have we given Ukraine? $0.1 trillion, right?
Hobo.
$100 billion?
SFS. Michael Bolton.
I could win any war if you gave me $100 billion.
Job.
You know? I just don't think that Zelensky's good with money. I just don't think he knows how to manage his money or his armed forces or his country. I think he's a fucking comedian of a leader. Oh, God, that's right. He's a fucking comedian. My bad. My bad. My bad for getting it right. He's a fucking comedian. I mean, that's not a joke. Isn't that funny? It's a little ironic. Not a joke that Zelensky is a fucking comedian. God damn. Just the levels of irony there. It's like a freaking club sandwich, man. That's a club sandwich of irony right there, man. Layers. Who out in the audience likes a good club sandwich? You know, the chicken, the turkey, lettuce on there. They got a little bit of, what else? Cheeses. What goes on a club? Gina.
Genovese. Love the clean shave.
Gina.
Then, thought you were Sebastian Maniscalco as I was scrolling by.
I don't know who Sebastian
He was my favorite
Maniscalco is, so let me go see who that is. And please, Gina, I don't recognize you, but please call me Nay on the live show, N-A-Y. It's my nickname. That's what I go by on the
Rocks
show.
1 SMF.
No turkey?
No turkey
What
for
are
me.
you allergic? Sebastian Maniscalco. Let me see here who this person is.
Billy Valentine.
I don't look
Nah,
like I
club
don't
sandwich
look like him.
equals imminent doubt.
I'm way
Superman
better
King
looking than
and
that
AC
guy.
And IAQ.
Ugh. That guy looks like a
Good
human
morning,
penis.
F% 42 Ukraine. What the hell are helping other
you just
countries
hurt my feelings,
that don't
actually.
care about us and would not back us up? I hope
Gina,
Trump gets reelected.
you've damaged my feelings today.
Rocks 1 SMF. It gives me terrible heartburn.
But I'll also tell you this. I've had much worse, so I appreciate that. I've heard much worse than what you said. I've never heard anybody say that turkey gives them heartburn. That's weird.
Jerry Lawton. I'm not much club fan. I like steak, fish, whatnot. I don't really like salads, but I like burr, lol.
Wait, let's... Superman Heating and AC and IAQ says, good morning. It looks like you say fuck. Are you trying to say fuck Ukraine? F% 42. I don't know if you're trying to say fuck Ukraine. What the hell are helping... What? Other countries that don't give about us. Okay, give a shit about us. And would not back us up. Right. Ukraine would never back the United States. You hope Trump gets reelected. Okay, well... You know, Trump is probably not going to get reelected because he's probably going to be arrested. He's probably going to get criminally indicted, if you understand. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news to all of my Rumble fans out there that might be Trump supporters. But that is the title of this video. And, you know, he was not informed really by an official source that they're going to come on Tuesday and pick him up for this. So what his lawyers are saying and what the media is saying is what his lawyers are saying, which is we never got any kind of a message at all from anybody. And we don't understand why he's coming up with this weird lie that he's received some kind of, he said, a leak from the investigation got to him, right? Somebody leaked information. Oh, yo, Donald Trump, I'm watching the investigation for you. They're coming for you to arrest you on Tuesday.
And AC and IAQ. What happens if he doesn't get arrested?
So he complains about someone who leaks, but then he goes and takes the leak and he puts it out on the internet. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Dude, if you're worried about leaks so much, why are you leaking? Donald Trump, you just leaked yourself, buddy. You're the one that leaked that information, Donald Trump, wherever you got it from, and maybe you just got it right out of your orange asshole. That's possible too. I'm assuming it's orange. I bet you guys are probably assuming it's orange too. So, okay, any questions? What happens if he doesn't get arrested? That's a good question. It's a fair, good question.
House hobo. In yuck.
Then if he doesn't get arrested, his supporters might be a little upset with him for lying to them. You gave us bad information. We went out in the street and protested for you. You weren't even in any trouble. You know, that could backfire that way. But Trump supporters like to say he could go out and do anything. There's nothing Donald Trump could do that would ever stop me from voting for him. He's got very hardcore supporters. So what happens if he doesn't get arrested? It could be the very thing that gets him elected again. It's possible if he does not get arrested. because, you know, he is the martyr of the Republicans. He's their martyr. He's their, oh, poor us. I thought you guys were so strong. I thought you guys were so tough. Oh, no, poor us. You guys are picking on us and our racism. Why are you picking on our racism? Oh, sorry. And our discrimination. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Just wait till they come and discriminate against you or someone you love. It's amazing when you start thinking about it. How many friends or family each one of us might have that might be in one of those discriminated against groups. Maybe. I've got cousins. LGBTQ. Absolutely. Kids of my cousins. LGBTQ. It's my family. I love them. I would fucking kill you over them. You know? Because they're my family and I love them and they love me. Understand, if I've got LGBTQ family members, there's a lot of other people out there that probably do too. In fact, some of those people could be Republicans.
Amen.
And how much persecution can Donald Trump or Ron DeSantis throw down on disparaged communities, you know, on groups of people that are discriminated against before their family members who are voters and supporters of Trump and DeSantis decide, hey man, we've had enough too. I don't know. You know, maybe they want to see their family members thrown in prison for being gay or being LGBTQ or whatever. And maybe that secretly, you know, they long for that. Okay, well, we'll find out soon enough because it looks like that's what's going to happen. So when they start coming to your door and dragging your children out because your children might be LGBTQ, just remember you were silent, you know, in the years before this. I'm going to say in maybe weeks or months before they started actually coming to your home and dragging people out and locking them up in prison or, you know, FEMA camps or whatever the fuck. Now my computer looks like it's trying to crash again for no reason. I hope it doesn't, but I've seen my screen lock up twice now, and you know. I don't know how to fix this, man. I wonder if I'm getting some kind of an error message here. Warnings. I'm getting warnings. Look at this. 11:05. Okay, so I haven't had a warning since 11:05. That's good. No. 11:17. That's not good. Critical errors. Service Control Manager. A timeout was reached while waiting for the Intel SURQC Software Asset Manager service to connect. What is that, and why does that always happen before I crash? Warning. None of these are happening at the same time. They're all like 5 minutes apart. A timeout was reached 3,000 milliseconds while waiting for the Intel SURQC Software Asset Manager service to connect. I don't know what the Intel SURQC Software Asset Manager is. You re-engineers over there at Windows 11 that suck the dick. You guys suck it. God, I hate you. Let me say hello to all of you. There's like 40 of you here. And I want to say thank you. First arrest will shock the world. Hi. And then you said Q after that. Winsway 1. Are you one of those Q people, Winsway 1, that believes that, you know, the Kennedy dude's gonna arise from the dead? Are you one of the, and that there's a dude named Q that gives you a bunch of inside information? Is that why you put a Q? Or are you quoting what Q said, Winsway? Which would be okay if you're just quoting what Q said. It looks like you didn't put it in quotations, so it doesn't look like a Q. But it looks like you're trying to quote Q. First arrest will shock the world. First arrest? I you know, try to be a little bit more explicit with what you're saying to me, because it's not often that people on Rumble talk to me. I'm kind of excited that you are. At the same time, I'm going to need you to make a little bit of sense here so I can talk back to you. We are going to have an exciting guest here on Thursday, hopefully, if everything works out. Dirtbag leftist, guys.
Trump getting arrested will shock the world? What world is he from? 'Cause the rest of us have been expecting it for years.
Yeah, I've been predicting it for years. I was like, oh, he can't just, my mom's always like, no, he's Teflon Donnie. It's like, they'll get him sooner or later. They will get him. There's a lot of people working on it. They're going to get him because he's broken enough laws. They'll get him. They got him on 3 or 4 things right now.
Hello.
You know, it wasn't just one. Hi, Tiffany. Anyway, here, I'm in the middle of trying to do something with my brain, and I lost focus of what I was doing. The crashes could still happen. We've got the Bolton thing. Okay, yeah, I want to move that over. Give me 1 second on that. My this page right here. I want to move this over. It got messed up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's do that. Move this over. Our trade is from 35,000. So from 35 to 47 is $12,683, guys. That's how much profit I've made off of my $35,000 investment, guys. I've made $12,000 right now. If I pull it out, $12,000 extra over my $35,000 investment. That's really good money. Any investor would jump at an investment like that if it was a low risk, something that was a sure thing. This is not a sure thing. There's a lot of risk involved. But I wanted you guys to be able to see the money growing and decreasing in value and then increasing in value to understand how the crypto market works.
Everything looks good on this end.
Yeah, good. Okay, I forgot to do my SEO. Oh my goodness gracious. So much stuff going on, man. I'm so sorry. Let me do my SEO. I can't believe I forgot the SEO. Okay. I'm so sorry. Let me do my SEO. I can't. I don't have the SEO copied. Paste. Save. Okay, SEO is done on the main channel. I can't believe I forgot that. How long have I been live for, man? 33 minutes and I forgot that SEO. Okay. All right. I guess I need Oracle to remind me every day. I'm going to forget it. He spoiled me. Don't forget your SEO. Okay. So, I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to put the show numbers up so you guys could see how many people were watching. I'm so proud of that. That's what it was. Well, hopefully this won't crash the computer. Doing this, I know it can get kind of weird. So we got 19 across all those channels, right? And then we've got over on the Rumble, look at this. Can you believe this? 40 people watching the show, you guys. I just want to know what it is that the 40 of you want from me, what you want to see, what I can do to keep you here, to make you happy. You know, and I understand that people on Rumble literally don't want to support me, don't want to see the numbers being supported. See this? This is what people on Rumble do when you put the numbers up. This is what happens. They don't want their number supporting me because they don't like me or they don't like what I say or whatever. Right? Well, I still got 35 people watching, so... 34.
Hey, Lawton. I got you, man, LOL.
I'm glad you do. It's too bad that these people on Rumble are the way they are. You know, they're so weird. And they don't talk to me. They won't follow so they could have a conversation with me. They come in, they look, you know, and then I don't know what they're doing, and then they leave when they've seen what they wanted to see. I don't know. So weird. Look what I've got right here. I would love it if you guys on Rumble would talk more. This person, Windsway, they tried to talk to me. I tried talking back to them. No response. And if that is an indication as to the...
Cheers.
The kind of interaction I can expect from people on Rumble, I'm sad. I thought that you guys would have more heart. You'd have more pushback. And which is what I'm looking for. I don't want an echo chamber anymore. I want you guys to come in here, and if you're going to argue with me or you're going to have a differing opinion, you give me the opportunity to show that I'm not a dick. Right? That you might be wrong about something. Is that what it is? You're afraid if you're going to mention that then I'm going to prove you wrong? Oh, I get it now. Okay, that fair enough. And you know what? I take that as a win. Thank you, Rumble. I'll take it as a win. You guys are actually amazing. You aren't talking to me because you know I'm so smart and intelligent and informed that if you say something to me, I'm just going to take you down. I'm going to sweep the legs. You know, Danielson style. I'm going to sweep the legs. And you guys know it. So that's why you aren't talking in my live stream. I see. You know, I only have 125 followers. If you wanted to talk to me, you could follow me, and then you could talk to me. You can also come over and troll me over on YouTube at Nays Garden. But it's just amazing to me how timid the people are over there on Rumble. They think they know everything. You know, they're all a bunch of right-wingers. Hey, Nick. And then, you know, you prove something to him. You say, hey, Donald Trump says he's going to get arrested. He's calling for people to get out on the street. Oh, you don't have anything to say about that? Oh, you getting upset? You wanted to hear about Trump, but you're upset. You don't want to talk about Trump. Because as soon as you start talking about Trump, you start hearing about what you start hearing yourself, right? I wonder how many Trump supporters have heard themselves.
Level. Hey, what are you ipping about now? Kissy level. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, what would you like to talk about, Kissy? How are you, honey? What would you like to talk about? One of my favorite
Chili
people
dog.
on the planet.
They know they can't bully you because you'll make them look like fools.
I know, and I'm giving them
Kissy
every
level.
opportunity. Come on
Let's
in here.
smoke.
Yo, what's up, Adam?
Carlisle.
Let's smoke. I got you, girl.
Yo, what's up, man?
You're one of my favorite people. I want you to know that, Kissy. I'm so glad you're here. All right. I hope you're enjoying the change since you've met me, Kissy. Since you and I first met, I hope you're enjoying the changes I've gone through. No Lowry Garden Cannabis. Cheers to Kissy. Cheers to Adam and Chili Dog and Nick.
Level.
Jerry Lawton.
Hey, hey, hey.
Sun Tea, something like you, says breathe.
Kissy level.
Please leave a thumbs up. Sun Tea
Nice
says
haircut.
something like you. I don't understand what that means, but Windsway and Sun Tea on the Rumble, all of you guys, there's 25 plus 19 people, 26 plus 27 plus 19
Rocks
people
one
watching the
SMS.
show, and I'm just here to say thank you guys for taking
Cheers.
time out of 28 plus 19 people.
Doc Holland Daisy.
I can't do math that high.
Hey, Nate.
Have we hit 50
Good to
people?
see you, man.
That's 20,
Cheers.
40, 20,
Kevin
48,
Russell.
47 people watching.
Jerry Lawton.
Wow, man.
I said it once, and I'll say it
Thank
again.
you guys
We
for
need
coming
more
in
people
here.
in this world like you.
Hey, Denise.
You're straight up the best person I ever met online.
Oh, Jerry, you're too kind.
Cheers, hashtag NLRC.
Doc Holland Daisy, cheers.
Rocks
Rocks, cheers.
one
Kissy,
SMS.
thank you. You like the haircut?
Hey, Doc. Adam Carlisle.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hope you have RHE best day, brother. Doc Holland Daisy. Hey, Rocks. Doc Holland Daisy. Love the show.
Oh, you want me to talk about what interests me? Okay, that's cool. First bong rip of the show. Let's talk about fascism. Just for a second. Fascism is when people gain political power and they use their power to silence people that disagree with them. And they do it illegally. They shut them up, they arrest them, they lock them in
Level.
prison, they have them killed.
Show off.
So, remember that fascism has already taken hold in the United States. We're not going to talk long, just for another couple seconds. Fascism's already taken hold in the United States, and we are like a bunch of frogs sitting in a pot of water that hasn't been boiled yet. And it's getting warmer, and the fascism is the water. It's all around us, and we're not feeling it. What I need you guys to do is to feel that boiling water before it kills us. That's what I need you to do. So, you hear calls for action, listen to them, okay? I don't care who it's coming from. I don't care if you like the person or not. If they're going to go out in the street and they're going to protest fascism, you should be there with them. In spirit, in supporting them, in heart, physically, however, on the internet, by sharing their posts, or however. Just consider it, guys. This is a serious plea. This is one of the most dangerous things. I mean, climate's going to get us. But fascism is going to get us quicker
what interests him is uninteresting
than climate.
nonsense. Remember you said you don't want to talk about it. Yeah, it's that subject. Tiffany Phillips.
Well, that's not nice, Luann.
You are very knowledgeable. I enjoy your perspectives. Tiffany Phillips.
That's not nice.
People need to learn how to to deceit.
What interests me is uninteresting nonsense? Really? Then why am I doing a podcast and there's 54 people watching me if I'm putting out uninteresting nonsense on the internet? I mean, I've got a gorgeous backdrop of Florida back here. I know it's hard to see. We have deer and sometimes bears walking through. We have hawks and owls and all kinds of amazing wildlife back here. I've got this amazing creek that I show footage of. What are you talking about? I got some of the greatest content on the internet that I've been putting out for 10 years, 3 times a day. You love the voice of my computer, Kissy. It loves you. Thank you for complimenting that. Most people come in and say, stupid things
Jerry
about
Lawton.
it. I found that voice and I thought it was so hilarious.
How everything we always talked about has always been the truth on everything.
I try. That's what I want to do. I want to be truthful about everything. And if I get something wrong, and you guys are more than welcome to come in here and correct me. I just got corrected last night by David Campione. Not David Campione, my bad. By Robert the Connoisseur, remember? He said something about the contract. And I was like, fuck that contract. The contract's got nothing to do with this. And we looked it up. Oh, yeah. The contract actually said the dude was going to take the fucking
2009 anyway.
the computer and own the computer. He was right. It was about the contract. I really didn't think that a contract was gonna have anything in it that says we can take your data and use it however we see fit. We can publicize your data. It didn't say that in the contract. And that's what that guy did. So that's where it really gets interesting. And that was actually that was the subject. That ended up being what the topic of that whole discussion was about. Was, did this guy have the permission legally to do what he did? And that contract had a lot to do with that. So you guys point out when I'm wrong about something, and if I come back, I took it as an attack. I was like, why are you subverting my show? He's like, I wasn't disagreeing with you. And so I went back and looked at what he said, and I was like, okay, man, you're right. Sometimes I might be a little drunk or something. I'm on the caffeine, I'm drinking some of this. I don't know, maybe I'm getting a little fucked up or something, but man, you said it. You know what you fucking said. You said I was fucking funny.
Sometimes people are right.
Funny
I
how?
love debates between people.
Oh, Anthony, he knows what he said. Now how am I fucking funny? What's funny? You show me fucking funny. What, like the way I talk is funny? What, like the way I dress? You don't like this fucking suit? All of you should only snort half a line of ultra-potent super male vitality in the morning because it is so ultra-potent. You would never be able to wait that excruciating 4 seconds that I wait and go back and snort that second half of a line of ultra-potent super male vitality because it is so ultra-potent. And let me tell you something. Once I've snorted that second half of a line of ultra-potent super male vitality, I'm in the bathroom renovating. Yesterday we've installed matching toilets and a bidet in between them. And I'm telling you, we've got a fireplace, gas powered. We did it all in a day. And let me tell you something. They say Rome was not built in a day. Well, my triple toilet setup with the fireplace was indeed built in a day, and that is my Rome. I'm telling you, I am in there just pointing towards the north, folks. I am rocking it straight ahead. You know what I mean? Nobody's getting in my way. I am stopping all the doors. Like a door stop, get it? Yeah, those little rubber door stops. Oh, you don't like my Alex Jones impersonation? Okay. You don't like... I'm offending some of my friends. Okay, I understand some of the people on Rumble are probably snorting their second half of a line of ultra-potent super male vitality as we speak. And they're getting a little offended. I understand. Okay, I'll back off on the Alex Jones rhetoric. I'm trying to keep 40 people entertained is not easy. Right, Nick? Digging the numbers? It's nice to see. It's nice to see.
Lunch.
Where's Kepper at? Kepper!
Cheers, everyone, and Alex
Kepper, where
too.
are you? Okay, so everything's dropping on the market a little. I'm keeping my eye on the market. A lot of excitement going on over there. The target on Bitcoin is 30,000, guys. It's already hit 27.8. I do not have any grapes. I just realized that. That makes me sad.
Jerry Lawton. Cheers, yeah, how's the market?
Let me show it to you. Take a gander at it. I think I can move this here, and I think I can move this guy right here. Yeah, that's fine. Just to give you just a general idea, looks like it's in a really healthy reconsolidation right now. I'm going to go grab some grapes. I will be back in 26 seconds.
Nick. The wife bought the biggest apes I've ever seen at the farmer's market. Like golf balls.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Was it 26 seconds? Was I right? I even had a conversation with my mom. Did anybody count? Did anybody take time to count? Was it 26 seconds? How accurate was I? I'm just doing this, just trying to figure out how accurate my timing was. Never get up from a podcast, guys. That's what happens. People get so offended. Even if you tell them you're going to be gone for 26 seconds and you're back in 26 seconds. That was 26 seconds of their life they will never get back. That's what they look at. Look, man. The Rumblers are pissed. The Rumblers are pissed. You know what I think it was? I think we just had a whole hate group log in. Like they were having like some kind of a white supremacist rally. And the dude, it was like Nick Fuentes. And he's like, yo, everybody tune into this guy, this guy that says he's telling the truth. He calls himself Captain Woke. I just came up with that. You guys like that? He calls himself Captain Woke. Everybody tune into his podcast and give him a thumbs down. Come on, Nick. Yo, Nick, why you be Fuentesing on me? Yo, Nick, why you Fuentesing? Don't be Fuentesing on me, Nick. Yo, Nick, why you Fuentesing? Nick, why you Fuentesing on me? Don't Fuentes on me.
Nick.
Was it 29 seconds?
29 seconds.
Not bad. And you know what? How honest is that? I was off by 3 seconds because my mom slowed me down.
Went back and counted LOL.
My mom was there and started asking me if I was going to eat lunch with them. And I was like, I got 40 people watching the show, Mom.
Tiffany Phillips.
You know?
Your computer clock and my phone clock has a 6-minute difference. You read my comments 6 minutes after I post.
Tiffany, look at the bottom of the screen and see where there should be a thing that says live. Click that little link that says live. And then you should be live with us. You'll get that message in 6 minutes, supposedly.
Billy Ballantyne. You're on a delay, Tiffany.
Oh, just give her 6 minutes. She'll get my message in 6 minutes, man. Then she'll join us in real time.
Trendy
which will
Nick.
be, it's like time traveling.
At Tiffany,
we're going to get her to
refresh the
travel
screen
through
or
time
click
6
live.
minutes ahead, which is kind of cool. We're jump ahead 6 minutes, man. You could jump ahead 6 minutes, man.
Tiffany
We're going to, oh, wait.
K.
She says K, but I don't know. Someone should tell her to click the, someone should tell Tiffany to click the live button, you know, in the chat. Because it's going to take her 6 minutes to hear me say it, I guess. Cure for breakfast. You should know this. Cure for breakfast. Graham Elwood, what's this?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Graham, we love you.
Welcome to You Should Know This.
We love
the
you.
Favorite trivia show of myself and Ron Placone. I'm going to bring Ron Placone on the show. He is the host of Get Your News On with Ron on YouTube and has a new pilot out called Loner.
Friend of the show, Ron Placone.
Go to ronplacone.com. And
there he is.
Ron, welcome to the show.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. So this is You Should Know This, everybody. This is a show where Ron knows a lot of knowledge about like indie bands or music in general, and I don't know much about music at all, except for a handful of bands I used to listen to. And I know a lot about movies. I'm actually a published author on
I'm gonna speed them up.
And Ron does not know anything about it.
Well, I read that book, so I learned a couple things.
There you go.
I did read that book.
There you go. So welcome to an exciting episode of You
Yeah, but did you
Should
pet
Know
that
This.
dog?
We're currently live streaming it. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, everybody. Also check out my new comedy special, Manifest It, which is
Valentine.
on All Things Comedy's YouTube channel. That's
Why
all
is
Company.
Ron a
So
brunette?
just type in Grandma would Manifest It on
Must
YouTube.
have
You'll find
bought
it.
Jimmy's book.
And
Tiffany
yeah, and I've got tour dates as well. Go.
Why is Ron a
Fix.
brunette? I
Thanks,
think
Trendy Nick.
Ron needs to update his lighting. I think that's all that is. I don't think he's colored his hair. Or maybe he bought Jimmy's book, and Jimmy's whole thing is, yeah, you know, you really should color your hair if you're going to go on the road with the stand-up.
End of April, I'm in Maui, the Big Island in Oahu, and in May, I'm in Phoenix and Tucson, and more tour dates will be added at grahamelwick.com. So, Ron, what should I know? Let me turn off the chat. So
Look at how excited both of them are.
All right.
Ron, what should I know?
So,
Look at how excited both of them are to be touring, doing comedy again. You know, it's like you can see the life coming back into them. I understand that is important for people that work, you know, which is almost everybody. And I don't. You know, I don't work. But I do physical labor on the reg every day. I go outside. I do physical labor. I work out, obviously. I work out, but I also go outside and I work. I do physical labor. You know, today I'll tell you what I did. I've got a little story for you. In fact, I think I put it on Twitter. Did I upload the video about my neighbor? We'll talk. Like I said, we got so much to cover today. Well, don't let me forget about the neighbor story. But these guys were shut down for 2 years, you know, or at least a year. And, you know, they were just hungry to work, man, you know, because that's how they live. And I understand that ethic, you know, because that's how I live too. And I understand that why seems to be almost like a glow about them. And I have a feeling it has to do with the fact that he just mentioned we're on tour, baby. You know, they love it
because they say the title, and
I'm happy
you
for them.
Sure know this song.
I'm sad. I'm sad
That usually means I don't know.
that we still have all of these viruses and shit running around that they have to deal with. You know, I'm sad that people are dying from that, but you know.
No, this is an easy one. This is an easy one, but it is timely and appropriate. Remembering you standing quiet in the rain as I ran to your heart to be near, and we kissed as the sky fell in, holding you close, how I always held close in your fear. Remembering you running soft through the night, you were bigger and brighter and wider than snow. You screamed at the make-believe, screamed at the sky, and you finally found all your courage to let it all go.
What is
The
that?
Cure?
Yes! Yeah!
The Cure?
Good job!
This is
I've been looking so long at these...
at these
That's the title of the song.
I've been looking so long at this thing that we've all known.
You're really close, yeah.
I don't know what
This
song
song's been in
that
like
is.
a bunch of commercials. It's one of their bigger hits. It's not quite just like Heaven level big, but it's close.
Here's why I knew it was The Cure.
The Cure?
Because I loved Just Like Heaven. When I was a freshman in college, I would listen to that song over and over and over. I was kind of obsessed about this girl. I really like this girl.
Dude,
Yeah,
these guys are way, you know, I liked The Cure, but I wasn't into them at all.
So,
I liked them. And when I
probably
heard
more-
their music, I dug them, you know, but I'd never go out of my way to go see them or buy their music or anything. So it's
And
just,
the guys
it's
in
a
the-
different, and I had friends that were into this stuff. It's not an age thing. It's just, it's what you were into at the time, you know?
Dorm were like, oh, here comes doom, 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 like they all do. And so,
So
I
that's
am
their
old.
music.
I am
like-
older than them,
You like
though, I
enter-
believe, by about 10 years.
and so I listened to the rest
I
of the
would
album
think.
like maybe once, but I literally would only listen to that song over and over.
Yeah.
So when you started doing the lyrics, I was like, this sounds like Cure lyrics.
But you've heard this song because here's the deal. This song is not on
Killer
the same album.
GB
as this song. Yeah, this song is on a different
420.
album. This song is on Disintegration.
Pictures of you each song.
You guys know how old Graham and Ron are? Let me know in the chat if you guys
Tiffany
know that
Phillips.
information.
Will you be playing the
Tiffany,
guitar today?
if you want me to play guitar, I'll play guitar for you every day.
Which came after Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, which is the album Just Like Heaven is on. Which is, by the way, a fantastic album cover to cover. And you should have listened to the whole thing many times, but that's
So-
okay.
You should know this.
I'm just like, it's like somebody saying, I just watched that
Okay.
one scene of the
Yeah,
Godfather.
right?
I
Right,
get
right.
it.
Oh, yeah, I just...
All right, that's all I want to see of
I
this.
just, I
of
watched
this
The
bit,
Godfather, but I would just
because
like fast forward it to the least. Keep the gun, take the
I
command.
misunderstood the title. cure for breakfast. I literally thought he was going to tell people what he does so that he, he does something to eat in the morning and he doesn't eat breakfast. It's a cure for breakfast. I was like, oh, he's going to give us some fitness information. I'm interested in about those. I want to hear more about those vegan guns from Gotham, Batman. Let's talk about that. Damn it. Graham's 50. Oh, Graham's my age. No shit.
Phillips.
I would have never guessed, man. He looks great. Graham Elwood is 53 years old. No shit. I would have said 45, probably. Just guessing. And Ron's got to be younger than us. Ron's got to be younger by 10 years. Ron Placone's got to be like 40 or something, right? 42. I'm going to go with 42.
Valentine. Ron's not famous, so he has no IMDb or Google profile.
Huh.
AG not listed. Restream.io.
I could just ask him on Twitter.
Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Tiffany Phillips.
I look great for 53.
You look deep for 53.
I look even greater for 55, don't I? I tell you what, I feel greater for 55 as well. I want to go to here, and I want to go to here. I'm asking him, I said, how old are you? 42? We'll see. All right. No law regarding cannabis. Everybody, cheers. I'm not in the Discord just to see if that was what was causing these crashes. So I didn't open my Discord. Cyber wasn't there when I went before anyway. But so far, we've made it an hour.
Tiffany Phillips. Do you still make necklaces?
No, I was doing that in California out of just sheer loneliness, Tiffany. But I mean, I know how to
Jerry
do it.
Lawton. Cheers. Tiffany Phillips. Cheers #NLRC.
Cheers, Tiffany and Steven and Jerry and Billy and Sun T and Winsway and Denise Prito and yes, all of you guys, thank you so much for tuning in on both Rumble. Look at this, guys. Can you believe how many people are watching this show? There's 36, right? Is that 36? 36 people, man. Holy moly, these numbers are insane for me. If I had these numbers, man, I would stay live 24 hours a day.
Valentine. He needs to get to work. No movie credits, no open internet projects, no IMDb, but a few shows scheduled. I'm hiding in the woods and have more online credit than Ron. That's not good.
Well, Ron has a great base. He might just need a little guidance, Billy, and maybe you could help him with that. Getting himself out there more. Don't forget, he was seen by millions of people on the Jimmy Dore show. That's where I found him. But when I saw that Loner had 2,000 views, I was like, this is not Ron's fault, you know? But he could definitely do something about this. That was what I thought. I was like, he's not telling enough people, and he's got the ability to do this. So, he's cute. His approach to his audience is funny when he says, I would really like it if you guys would come watch my movie. But it's not cutting it. And that short movie is worth anybody's 12 minutes to go watch. I've seen it twice. I've seen it twice and I loved it both times.
The best you could say about Ron is an appearance on the Jimmy Dore show. Oof. W should help him.
That's not what I'm saying. It wasn't an appearance on the Dore show. What I'm saying is millions of people have been exposed to Ron Placone and like him already. And he has access to all of those people. He should capitalize on it. And he's not a capitalist. You know, but I like you and me, we are. And we should, you know, as friends, because I love the guy. You know, maybe reach out to him and, because he has no problem asking for help, bro. You know, and I would love to see him where he really should be, which is in front of millions of people every day. I can't believe that Get Your News On with Ron isn't more popular. Let's see how that show's doing, because he hasn't been able to do it as much. Because he's been doing other projects and stuff. So I don't know why. Get Your News On with Ron. There. If you put Get Your News, it comes up. I'm subscribed. Right? It's Ron Placone channel. And I've got all notifications on. His Get Your News On with Ron. 2,100 views, guys, on that loner video still. 12-minute video. There's no excuse, man. So this is what Ron needs. Ron needs someone like me, unaffiliated with him. Hey, good, Ron, stay the fuck away from me. Don't come anywhere near me right now. I'm about to get really toxic. He needs someone like me to step in that's unaffiliated with him to say to people, what the fuck is wrong with you? How many hours of entertainment has Ron Placone provided for you that you won't give him 12 minutes of your fucking pathetic lives? How fucking dare you? That man has never done anything to hurt a fucking fly in his life. He's a nurturer and a lover. He's a lover of music, a lover of comedy, and a lover of life. And he's trying to, the only thing he's ever done is try to make your life better. So please, I implore you, not for me, but for the nice guy, Ron Placone, please go see his pilot, Loner. It's 12 minutes long. I'll give you a link under this video. It's the least I could do, and the least you could do is go watch it. So, you know, this 12,000 views, this 2,000, I mean, this, God, I wish. This 2,000.100 views is bullshit. And, you know, this is his audience's fault for not being supportive enough. And I partly blame Ron, and he needs to be a little bit more proactive, I think, in getting himself out there, like Billy said. What Billy said was, he needs to get to work. No movie credits, no open internet projects, no IMDb, but a few shows scheduled. I'm hiding in the woods and have more online credit than Ron Placone. That's not good. And while that's harsh, that comes from someone who gives a fuck about people, Billy Ballantyne, and it comes from his heart. And he's an honest guy. And sometimes the truth is a little painful to take, but at the same time, man, Ron, we want to see you blow this up. And, you know, fuck YouTube for suppressing this amazing film. YouTube should be pushing this down everyone's throats. Unlike, you know, they're going to push Tim Pool down people's throats. Or, you know, Jimmy Dore down people's throats. Why not Ron Placone's pilot that's only 12 minutes long? What is wrong with YouTube, man? Their algorithms and their shit lips and their engineers over there that screwed it up for everybody. Ron Placone used to be the hottest thing on Twitter since sliced bread. You guys probably didn't know that, did you? Let me tell you something. Ron used to go on Twitter, and I don't even know if he knows this, you know, but just as someone... Oh, close. Okay. Ronnie says he's close to 42. And I'm telling him, we were discussing it on the show, talking music interests after watching yours and Graham's cure, upload.
Jerry Lawton. I'ma keep you open while I wash my pity up bath time, lol.
I've literally got, everybody listen to me. I've literally got Ron Placone right here with me in my DMs live right now on Twitter talking to me while we're talking about him. Any of you guys that ever wondered why I use Twitter, why I ask you guys to go to Twitter and be supportive over there, this right here is exactly why. Because little old me is talking to Ron Placone right now in real time. Just asked him how old he was. And I got a response right back.
Jerry Lawton.
So if you guys wonder why I
That's
ask you to
awesome,
support
man.
me on Twitter, because this is the only platform that will allow me to communicate with these other people like this. And I will only snort half a line of ultra potent super male vitality in the morning because it is so ultra potent. And let me tell you something. I have to wait at least 4 long, excruciating minutes, seconds. And then I am right back there, snorting that second half line of ultra potent super male vitality because it is ultra potent. Then I am turning on my favorite show. Because I am in the mood to watch Nate's Garden because he is so ultra funny. I love watching that guy. I think he's doing a great job. Once I've got my compass set, I'm headed straight north in that sort of a direction. I'm ready to sign in, log on, and watch me some Nate's Garden. Because let me tell you something. He's got some of the finest coffee I've ever seen. His coffee is so ultra potent. It's that Pete's coffee. And I've watched Nate from Nate's Garden. He will only sip half of a sip of ultra potent Nate's coffee before he has to wait at least 4 excruciating seconds before he grabs that mug and takes another sip of that ultra potent coffee because it is ultra potent. I like saying ultra potent a lot. You guys, I want to smoke a bong rip, man. This all this noise in this house right now is bothering me. You know, I'm just adding to it. I just want to go outside and sit by that creek and listen to the waterfall gently bubbling. I told you guys I had made a video. I put it on Twitter, I think, this morning. Remember that? Did I upload that? Yeah. Okay, here it is. I made you guys a little video this morning. Check this out. You guys that follow me on Twitter at Nate's Garden, you'll see these videos when I put them up. You know, there it is right there. It's on my Twitter feed. At Nate's Garden on Twitter. It's free, guys. It's easy. It's free. Free software. Download it on your phone. Just go to twitter.com, either or. Doesn't matter. And you'll be able to see big piles of dog shit laying out in the street just like this. That, my friends, right there is a pile of dog shit that my moronic neighbor kicks off onto the road when people's dogs shit on his yard. Instead of just burying it under some leaves, he throws it out in the road. So he's got piles of dog shit in front of his house, and he thinks he's showing the neighborhood something. Dude, you got piles of dog shit in front of your house? It looks like you're losing that battle. That, my friends, right there is... So, guess what I did this morning? And let's play a little guessing game, because you guys know how I am. You guys know what kind of a person I am. So I want everybody, real quick, let's play a game. It's 4:20. As quick as you can. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers to everybody in the chat. That's Jerry and Billy and everybody that's on Restream. I just want to tell you guys, I really appreciate you all taking the time out of your schedules to come into my show and support this, because it means a lot to me. And I know it's not easy to do sometimes. Even though I know it's Saturday, you probably got stuff to do. So I really appreciate you taking the time. And even if you're bringing us with you on your smartphone or wherever you're going, and you take us with you on your phone and you're still watching, maybe you got your charger cable, maybe you got your Bluetooth device in your ear.
Cheers.
And you're listening. Thank you for that, guys. I want everyone to guess what I did this morning after watching that video that we just watched. What do you think I did this morning? Cheers. Everyone guess right
Jerry
now.
Lawton. Cheers hashtag NLRC. Tiffany Phillips
Close.
picked it up and put it in his yard.
Tiffany, close. But I'm better than that. Oh, I thought about it. I thought about putting it in front of his driveway. It was fun thinking about that. I even told my mom that. I was like, I wanted to put it right in front of his driveway. So he had to run over it because cars were running over it. You know, getting it stuck in their tire treads, bringing it home, having their garages start smelling like dog shit. Nice, huh? Nice neighbor, right? And the people that run their cars over probably aren't even the people whose dogs are taking a shit in his yard.
Moved it out of the road.
Oh, I moved it out of the road. I went over there with a shovel. I went over there with a wheelbarrow. I threw some sand in the
Tiffany
wheelbarrow.
Phillips. LOL hot.
That wasn't.
Trending it.
It wasn't hot because it was in the morning.
Stinky treads. LOL.
No, I went over there.
Tiffany
I
Phillips.
cleaned it up.
You cleaned it up.
I put it in the wheelbarrow. Then I took the wheelbarrow and the shovel and I carried the wheelbarrow behind me so I don't have to smell the dog shit. And I walked into my yard and I went to where I dumped my dog shit. And I dumped that shit where I dumped my dog shit. Now, none of that shit was from my dog. I guarantee you that. Because if my dog shit's in his yard, I go right over there and do what I just did. I clean it up. You know, my dog's on a leash. I know where my dog shits. I always make sure that my dog shits in the yard. Sometimes he fucks up. Sometimes he has diarrhea because of Jack and Pup. You know, which he did get. He got diarrhea from that. Don't even want to get into Jack and Pup right now. But boycott Jack and Pup. We'll just say that. I clean it up, man, because it's what I do. I keep the yard looking beautiful. It's stellar. I don't want my lawn guys to have to deal with dog shit or whatever, man. So I clean up after my dog. You know, I take a note of where he shits, and then I go out there with a shovel in a few days when the sun dries it up. It's easy, man. I just clean it up. It doesn't take long, and I get the exercise. You know, it's win-win for me, man. I don't have to walk around with a bag of shit in my hand either, which I don't want to do. I don't want to walk around with a bag of shit in my hand. But I will clean up after my dog, and I won't walk him in your yard. I will walk him all over my yard to try to get him to shit before we'll go somewhere else. And, you know, 99 out of 100 times he will shit in this yard first, and then we can go anywhere, and he's fine. And I'll walk him all over everybody else's yard, and he'll just pee. And that's fine. But what this guy did was another overreaction, like the time he was throwing our gutters back onto our property and wrecking them while he was doing it. It's like he needs to get on his fucking medication, you know, whatever his problem is. And he's fucking terrified of me. He's terrified of me. So let me tell you what I did. I went out there with my shovel and I made sure to scrape up every bit of dog shit that had been ground into the fucking cement by repeated tires driving over it. I scraped it all up, and when I did, it was like ha 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 on the cement, right? A metal shovel on cement. It's pretty loud and it's clanky. Yeah, I made sure to make a lot of noise while I was doing it, right? And I made a whole bunch of noise while I did it. And this guy never leaves his house anyway. I knew he was in there. And then I had the shovel in my hand, and I'm carrying the shit back towards my property, and I said, you fucking piece of human garbage. I said it really loud. I go, you fucking piece of human garbage. I go, why don't you come out here and talk to me now, you motherfucker? And I said it loud, and I walked around the side of his yard, and then I said this really loud. I go, what's the matter, bro? You don't want to come out here and fucking and explain to me why you're throwing dog shit out in front of your house? I said, what's the matter? You don't want to talk to me while I got a shovel in my hand, you fucking piece of shit? Because all I was thinking was, you know, fucking, big old fucking, that's all I was thinking about. But even though I was thinking that, what I did was I cleaned it all up. And, if he ever pulls something like that again, because, I probably know whose dogs were doing that.
Sounds like a good movie plot, LOL.
And, they don't let their dog shit in my yard, dude. Most people won't let their dog shit. They won't let their dog walk on my grass. You know why? Because I go out on that grass and I keep it meticulous. And he doesn't take care of his property at all. There's oak tree leaves all over the grass, killing it all. For the first time in months, he finally went out there and had someone blow the leaves back into the beds. I couldn't fucking believe it. Started letting the St. Augustine grass grow back in. Well, check this out. I go out in that front yard, bro. My mom's got these magnolia trees, like 5 of them in the front yard, and they drop these big-ass magnolia tree leaves everywhere all the time. And they kind of look like piles of dog shit. So, I go out there, and I pick them up or I blow them back into the beds. I make it look meticulous. In the grass, we had a little bald spot. The guy taught me how to put some beach sand down, like on a golf course, let the runners run through the beach sand, and the grass grew back. Our front yard looks amazing, bro. I got cameras out there, 2 cameras on the front yard, and people can see that. And we keep it perfectly edged, and I go out there with a blower, and I blow all the leaves out between the crack of the street and the grass. Like, I'm meticulous like that. After my guys do it, I'll go out there and do it like twice a week too. And I'll make the whole house look immaculate all the time. It just looks badass. It's just how I am, man. I keep it really clean. So people respect that, man. It's amazing how people respect that. And so they'll walk their dogs around my property and then right onto his. And there they boom, they're fucking laying bombs. And to be perfectly honest with you, because I don't mind the exercise and I know how to do it so I don't have to smell dog shit, because I use sand and leaves and shit. I cover that shit up in the wheelbarrow. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind cleaning up after my dog, and I don't mind cleaning up after my neighbor's dogs either, to make the place look nice. I know it's a pain in the ass to walk around with a bag of shit. And if somebody's just vigilant like me, it does a lot for a lot of people in the area. And they notice that, because the next time they walk their dog by, they remember that their dog shit in somebody's yard, and they look and they're like, wow, someone picked up my dog's shit. Yeah, and it wasn't you. It was me. It's okay. I did it. There's someone that does that, and someone that doesn't mind doing that. But he's been a douchebag. He damaged our property. He was an asshole. And I had to physically, basically, impose upon him the fact that I wasn't going to allow him to behave like that anymore. So when I went out there and I cleaned the shit out in front of his house today, not only did I make a big deal about it so he knew I was the guy doing it, because he's petrified of me, but I made a mental note. So if this were to ever happen again, and I have a feeling that now that he knows I'm the one he pissed off, it's never going to happen again. But if for some weird reason there's piles of dog shit out in front of his house again, you know where they're going to end up, and I'll tell you where they're going to end up. They're going to end up in the street, all lining the front of his driveway. And he's either going to have to go out there and pick it up, or he's going to get to drive the fuck over it too, because I won't just put that dog shit in front of his driveway. I'll go around to every neighboring street with my shovel, and I will get an entire wheelbarrow full of dog shit, and I will just line it like a Danish farmer spraying fucking cow manure on the government building, bro, and he will wish he never fucked with us ever again. Because what he did with our gutters, pretty much, he hadn't fucked with us since. But at the same time, he didn't realize that I was going to be the guy that went out there. Because, dude, like I said, my dog does not shit on his yard. If he's making that mistake, oh boy, he's making a big mistake if he's thinking it's my dog doing that. Because I do let my dog walk right up on his yard, and I will, and he can come out and confront me all he wants. I've got 10 feet off the street front. I know, 10 feet, not his property. Same with us. 10 feet, man. Yeah, we take care of it. It's beautiful. There's a mailbox there, but guess what? That belongs to the neighborhood. That's not our property. 10 feet in, bro. That's a fucking buffer zone. Same with his yard. And all that shit was within that 10-foot zone. So he's making a huge mistake on multiple levels here, you know? And I just think it's funny. And I thought I'd just point it out to you guys because it's, you know, when you look at his yard in this video, it's nice, but you can see all of the leaves and pollen and oak tree garbage that falls on the edge. Now, so look at this. Look at the edge of the road right there. You see that? Understand that our yard, our grass is completely green. There's no palm fronds growing up in the street. There's none of that pollen and leaf and shit. And the line between the street and the grass is a perfect razor's edge with a black line. It's manicured and pedicured. I'm telling you, meticulous. Right? And then you look at that and it looks like, you know, you're just fucking walking down the street going to the fucking 7-Eleven somewhere, you know? Just walking out in front of somebody's business. And so he's got some fucking nerve, you know, throwing shit off that. Well, what he really should have done was just kick it up into his beds where it's just going to dry up and disappear. So I encourage all of my neighbors to let their dog shit in that guy's yard all they want. And if he does that again, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a speed bump of dog shit that he's going to wish he never saw. A barricade, if you will. A shit barrier, as Trendy Nick says. And the saddest part is, if he wasn't a dick to us, I wouldn't mind going in his yard and cleaning. Bro, before I met that guy when I first moved in, remember me, Mr. Pick It Up? I'm still that guy. I still, around this neighborhood, I pick up all the garbage. I'm really good. Shit blows out of trucks all the time. People litter. I pick it up. It doesn't matter if it's my yard or yours. I'm going to clean it up. I'll go right up by your front door and clean shit up. You know, if shit's blowing around, whatever. I do it all the time. So, when I first moved in, this guy had tin cans and fucking bags and plastic bags and all kinds of shit was blown all over his yard. And I'd go by and I'd pick up what I could, but it just always seemed like shit would blow into his yard. It was so weird. And I would a couple times clean it up, and then the fucking gutter incident, and I was like, well, you're on your own now, motherfucker. You know, I mean, I won't let my dog shit in your yard because I'm not a douchebag. But at the same time, I'm not picking up plastic and tin cans out of your fucking yard anymore either. And he doesn't do it. So everyone around here fucking hates him. No one even knows the guy. He's just a recluse, you know. And he hasn't been here all that long, maybe 7 or 8 years, something like that. But I have a feeling one day him and I are going to have a nice face-to-face. I have a feeling. Because it's already happened one time. And I put the fear of his very soul into him. Boy, you talk about a recluse after that conversation, man, that guy he was a ghost, bro. I would wait. I would go out. I'd go take goddamn grapefruits off his tree and shit. I'd just wait for that motherfucker to come out. I'm like, come out, motherfucker. Just come out and try to say something to me. Let's have another discussion. and he could tell. Some other guy was in his yard and came out of the yard and saw me, and he was like, "Hello," and I was like, "Hey there, how's it going?" And I know that motherfucker heard me talking to that guy. So, I wasn't lying when I said we had a lot to talk about. I'm serious. If you'll just bear with me here. I've got grapes. I've got these grapes and they're so good. All right. On my Twitter feed, because I shared a lot of stuff. So, here we go. Going out on a limb here and guessing the increase in maternal deaths is directly related to long COVID. Thank people like Jimmy Dore for claiming natural immunity will save them.
Orphan Monkey 1.
Hey, Orphan Monkey.
What's up, my friend?
What is up, my friend, my friend? I say it twice because I really mean it, my friend, my friend. 38 views of dog shit out in the street. John Bolton says, why won't the West let Ukraine win against Russia? So we discussed that already on the show today. What that is that's basically exposing the fact that the West won't let Ukraine win against Russia to prolong this war, to try to make as much money off of it as possible. And to try to tax out Russia's resources as well, and to steal their customers of energy. Right? That is what was it Condoleezza Rice said years ago? That we have to defeat Russia so we can sell energy to Europe, because Russia's doing it right now. You remember this? You guys have seen this, right? I don't think you need me to explain this to you. They're America, the government, they're these John Bolton Knights, the dinosaurs, the Condoleezza Rices and the Hillary Clintons,
Monkey 1.
the Joe Bidens.
Ever notice whenever United States
They're
it is that
hungry
water,
for
the
oil.
gas price is really high, but when we're not at war, the gas is really low.
They're hungry for oil and customers. Weird. They're evil. And what's crazy is they know they're doing it. They act like they're so cavalier when they talk to, and so sincere. Oh, this is what I'm doing politically for you and what we need to do as America and as Americans. And when
Monkey
they
1.
know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're selling us out, and they're selling themselves out. And they have no problem looking us in our faces and lying to us. And they do it so well that when you watch Hillary Clinton speak today, you might not even notice it. Like the last time she spoke about Russia. You know what she said, of course. I'm sure we have to prolong this war. We have to keep it going. I'm sure. Let's find the latest. I usually would never seek out Hillary Clinton, ever. But let's go to YouTube and just type in Hillary Clinton on Ukraine. Okay, this was 10 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 years ago, 2 months ago. There's 2 months ago. 5 days ago. 5 days ago. Would she be saying that she wants to see more spending and more support for Ukraine to prolong the war, like John Bolton says, that for some reason they won't let Ukraine win the war, but they want the war to just keep going and going. And John Bolton wants the war to keep going and going too. But let's see what Hillary Clinton looks like when she is adhering to this narrative.
Me, and I hope it is inspiring to every American, particularly those in positions to make decisions, because we have to continue, and I would even argue...
She's an eye closer when she talks. She closes her eyes so she doesn't have to make eye contact, and she does it a lot because she's disassociating with all of us. That's what, and I don't work for the Mossad. I'm just doing this, guys. That's what that woman is doing right there.
Increase the military support that we give to the Ukrainians sooner.
That was former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton on Morning Joe this past Friday, being asked about her sentiments on the Russia-Ukraine war.
That's it.
There's still much discourse over how much support, if any.
So that's the soundbite. Let's do it one more time.
To every American, particularly those in positions to make. It's so inspiring to me, and I hope it is inspiring to every American, particularly those in positions to make decisions, because we have to continue, and I would even argue increase the military support that we give to the Ukrainians sooner.
We have to increase the support, increase it. She's talking about spending more money, and she's saying sooner. Why? Because she wants to end it?
That was
no, she doesn't say because she wants to end it. That's okay. She doesn't say sooner so we can finish this war as quick as possible. That's interesting. But basically, you could see what she looks like when she's pushing this narrative. And she's not very good at it, man. She's not sincere. You can see she won't make eye contact. She's closing her eyes. I used to know this guy, friend of mine, that when he would speak right to your face, he would literally close his eyes as he was saying things to your face. And it was just a really weird habit that this one guy I knew, he just did it. He would go, yes, well, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it's like, I don't know what you're looking at when your eyes are closed when you're speaking like that. I don't know what's going on inside your brain. But I do know this. You can completely avoid making eye contact with somebody, and you can completely disassociate from whoever it is you're trying to talk to if your eyes are closed. You know, then you're just talking to your eyelids, man. That's all I can see is the ends of my eyelids, and it doesn't really matter, and I can just say whatever I want. I can just recite anything. I have an 18-inch long penis. Yeah, that feels right. That feels right. Seriously, try it. Everyone close your eyes and say you have an 18-inch long penis. Everyone. Close your eyes and say, I have an 18-inch long penis. And you'll just be like, wow, that was really easy to do, Nay. Try it. Wow. It's really easy to lie when you close your eyes. Everyone do it. One of you is going to be like, well, dude, I did it, but I wasn't lying. Whoa! Hey! You're a rock star! Let me get some feedback on that, guys. Was it easy to do? Close your eyes and just tell any lie. Close your eyes and be insincere about something. Am I still alive? Are you guys didn't want to try this? This little social experiment of mine? I'm getting zero feedback on it. I know some of you are going, wait, what did he just say? What did we miss? Ask me to repeat it if you want me to repeat it. I remember what I said. And you will too, once you hear it. Like I said, I don't usually seek out Hillary Clinton videos, but to make that point, it was pretty easy. We did it in just a matter of seconds. Woke is being used to describe everything and nothing. What does it actually mean, Ron DeSantis? Why conservatives don't want to say the word woke?
Monkey one.
Would you mind defining woke? Because it's come up a couple times, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So,
what do you mean you can't do it? You can't tell a lie when you close your eyes?
I mean, woke is sort of the idea that This is going to be one of those moments that goes viral. I mean, woke is something that's very hard to define, and we've spent an entire chapter defining it. It is sort of the understanding that we need to totally reimagine and redo society in order to create hierarchies of oppression.
Hard to define. Redo society. Something about oppression. Bethany Mandel is a conservative commentator and an...
No, that's not fair now. She didn't say something about oppression. She was actually very clear about what she said about creating hierarchies of oppression. I'm sorry, was that too much for you to understand, woman who's been working for MSNBC for fucking years? You couldn't understand a word enough to understand what that woman was saying? Look, I'm not agreeing with what dipshit said.
I will start believing my own
I'm just telling you, I
BS,
understood what she said. I'm not going to act like I didn't understand what she said. So that takes all of... Now, I don't want to hear what you have to say about it. You're gone. You're done. Because you're full of shit. You know, you're what I call a fucking liar. You're what I call a fucking liar. Oh, my mom's yelling at people building a house on TV. You know, she watches these home building, remodeling shows. And she gets mad and she starts yelling at the TV. And I'm like, now you all know where I get it, right? It's fair, right? But this is cool, right? It's from her, man. I am a direct result. Did I not smoke or something? This is Pat, quarter of the hour. No longer got any cannabis. Cheers, Orphan Monkey. I will start believing my own bullshit. Right. Watch this. I'm gonna do the experiment with my mom. Watch this. Mom, I'm gonna ask you a little social experiment. Okay, it's a little simple thing. I'm gonna ask you to tell me a lie a certain way. Okay.
Really Lawton. Okay. About to do a dab. Cheers, doggy. All cleaned up.
You'll notice when people are lying and they close their eyes when they'll close their eyes when they talk. They'll be like blah 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 blah. They'll close their eyes all of a sudden, like George Santos. You know, they'll look down. Oh, like they're deep into thought, but they're avoiding eye contact. That is an interesting little social experiment you can do with anybody. That is really interesting. Just came up with that all on my own. Just ask someone to tell you a lie with their eyes open, and ask them to I told her to look at a chair and tell me it's a dog. I said, look me in the eye and tell me that is a dog. And she goes, that is a dog.
Monkey one.
And then I said, now
that's how
do the same thing and close your eyes. And she goes,
LMAO.
That's a dog. And then she opened her eyes and I go, it's easier to do with your eyes closed, isn't it, than when you're making eye contact with somebody? And she goes, absolutely. I said, that's how you can tell when someone is lying to you and they're not, they close their eyes a lot when they talk. You know, these people that look at the camera and lie, like the newscasters and shit. You go into like a almost like a visual trance when you're staring at an inanimate object repeatedly. Like if I had to do that, okay, like I never look at the camera. When right now I'm looking off to my left a little bit from where the camera is, because of the position where I have my on-screen monitor, right, to see myself. So if I look at that one, that image of me, it's much closer to the center where my camera is, and it probably looks like I'm more looking at you when I do this at the camera, but I'm not. If it looks like I'm looking at the camera,
Monkey
now, I'm not.
one.
Now this is me looking
Only lie to
at
the camera, not the audience.
Exactly. Now I'm looking at the camera. Okay, now I'm looking directly at the camera, looking into the camera like it's somebody who only has one eye and I'm looking right into their eye and I'm talking right to them. And if you'll notice, all newscasters do this. They look right into the camera, so it looks like they are looking right at you. Almost all podcasters do this too. And if you're doing this, and if I'm looking into this camera and I'm focusing on this one thing, I'm telling you, man, this might be why so many people have these such wide, wide views of their narratives when they're staring into a camera like this, because they don't feel like they're actually talking to a human being. I don't know what's going on inside people's heads when they do that. But I cannot stare into a camera and do my podcast. I never do. That might make you feel uncomfortable. Let me know about that in the chat. Does the fact that I rarely look into the camera, does that have an effect on you guys? Yeah, I like to look over at the chat. I like to look at myself on the monitor to see that I'm, not bleeding out one of my ears or something, just in case. I don't want to shock anybody, but you never know. And I just want to make sure everything's cool, so I make sure that I look okay. And then when I'm watching the monitor, I'm looking at the desk, I'm looking out the window behind me.
Are you staring at me?
I'm looking at the crypto over here on this screen, or I'm figuring out what video we're going to watch next. $5,055 Ethereum worth $8 million was just burned. That's an article, but I'm just going to skip past it.
Lawton.
Huge.
Come to think about it, when I used to do my gaming streams, I never looked into the camera. Come to think about it.
Depends on where you have the camera located, and If I was playing on a single monitor and the camera was right at the top of my screen in the center of the monitor, and I'm looking right in the middle of the screen trying to kill people, it would almost look like I was looking into the camera. And I guarantee you, watch this, guys. Watch this. You ready for a prediction? Write it down. 3/18/2023. We will have, I promise you, we will have monitors that inside the center of the monitor, there will be a camera. That you will be able, so you can look right into your monitor and there will be a camera inside your monitor viewing you perfectly in, 4K, camera inside your monitor in the just where your eyes would look. Like if I was looking at a single monitor, it would be right where my eyes would be, probably near the upper half of that's where they'll put that camera. And you'll be able to adjust it and everything. Just making a prediction. You know why? Because I hate having these freaking cameras everywhere and wires and shit. Why can't I just have a camera inside my monitor? And why hasn't somebody figured that out yet? And with all the more and more people that are podcasting, I have a feeling there's going to be a demand for that.
Monkey one.
And not just
podcasting, I don't really watch.
Using Zoom.
I just like your viewpoints as in doing housework. LOL, if you could hear me saying, oh hell yeah, LOL.
Right on, Orphan Monkey. Right on. 39 people watching, you guys. 40 people watching right now, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. While you're here on Rumble, do me a favor, guys, and follow the channel. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Let me see how many thumbs ups I got. I got 6 thumbs ups, man. It says 24 overall views. No, 24 people. No, it says 24 overall views, but 27 people are watching right now. Go figure that out. Maybe there aren't 27 people in the chat in Rumble, but we can do a little test. If you guys want to give me a thumbs up on the thing, and just we'll see if it's at 6 right now. We'll see if there's really 27 people. You guys could probably get me to 12 thumbs ups. So if 6 of you want to hit thumbs up, and you could let me know in the chat if you've done it, Thank you for following me. I see that somebody did follow me as well on Rumble, so I really appreciate that, guys. And if there's, you know, anything you want me to cover, just tell me in the chat. You gotta follow the channel so you can participate in the chat, I believe. That's the Rumble rules. It's not the way I like it. I want you guys to know that. So you can always run over to YouTube, where you do not have to subscribe to my channel, and leave messages over there that will get read out on my show. It's at Nays Garden on YouTube. Easy to find. Take you 1 second to find me.
I done it but ago.
Thank you. You gave me a thumbs up. Thank you. Ooh, I got a thumbs down. Somebody on Rumble gave me a thumbs down. You can do that too, I guess. If you want to be mean. I'm trying to give you content and you're giving me a thumbs down. I mean, just the very gift of the content, you know, just should be enough for you to at least appreciate and not give me a thumbs down. Hey, I don't mind the thumbs downs. If you're disagreeing with me and that's all you got is a thumbs down, that's fine. I don't mind it. I just want you to know this. I'm smoking for all of you. The fact that all of you have decided to come here for any amount of time to spend with me, make these numbers look like this, which is insanity for me. But it's getting more and more often that this is happening, so thank you. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate that and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel free to come back to end my show anytime, and if you want me to discuss anything, say it in the chat. YouTube chat is more accessible. I'm at Ben Shader on Facebook. I'm also at Nays Garden on Twitter. I'm at Nays Garden or Nays Garden Show on Twitch and on
Cheers, guys. Hashtag NLRC. Spread the love.
I'm nationwide, son. I'm
Trendy Nick.
I'm on everything.
I'm loving the numbers.
Thank you, Nick. All right, cheers, Nick. Cheers, Jerry. Cheers, Orphan Monkey. Tiffany. Yes, I'm staring at you. Orphan, I already said. Everyone that's on the Rumble sphere, thank you guys again for taking time out of your days to come here. I love you guys for doing this. Cheers. Beezle. How hate has become the GOP's main political weapon, from Raw Story. So I'm going to save this in the archive. We're not going to talk about it. You know, the Democrats hate just as much. And they might hate different groups of people, but the level of hatred is evenly matched. That's why I don't deal with either party. That's why I don't vote. Voting is not the solution. I've never seen voting fix anything, man. And if we're going to fight over how many votes come in, why even do it? Why bother? If people are going to deny an election, why even partake in it? You know, it's no fun.
Get down. You get off of there. Now. You get on this table, you bad boy.
Very Lawton. I don't either for the same reason.
My mom just yelled at the cat. he was up on the kitchen table while they're eating lunch. Because they got turkey salad up there, man. Nobody's even doing turkey salad anymore, Palsy. What are you even doing? Trying to lose weight? Sounds like a great way. What are you doing? Trying to lose that gut there, Palsy?
Monkey
Not trying hard enough.
Just followed you on Facebook.
Orphan Monkey, right on. I don't use Facebook that much. But, cool. If I find that, I'll follow you back, because I got 6 channels over there. Wow, Ethereum just blasted off with, got to 1800 again. It's 1846 is the 24-hour high, and it's 1800, guys. People are saying this is the time to buy Bitcoin, like right now. They're saying, you know, this is the sign that everyone's been waiting for. And I just want to say, what is the date? It is mid-March, guys, 3/18. Everyone take a notice. All right, you ready? I've been telling you since December that March was going to be the month that crypto exploded. Remember this? And we had all this horrible stuff happen, and still, March is the month that crypto has exploded, exactly as I told you on this show. As I've said, for months. You know, I don't come off as an expert, but man, I am right a lot, aren't I? I'm getting a lot right with this. Where's my trade at? Where's my trade? I'm gonna fire off a trade. I don't know where my trade is. Gotta fire off a trade. Firing off a trade. Where is the trade? Why isn't it lighting up? Oh, did I delete the trade? I fired off a trade. I could pull that up super fast. So that's no big deal. Fired off a trade. Now, how do I want to do it? Do I want to do this? And no, I want to do it like this. Just like that, baby. Firing off a trade. And we're going to put that right there. And then we're just going to fired off a trade. So that is really cool, guys. So
X1 SMF. Someday, maybe, discuss how Hunter's laptop was all Giuliani trying to get dirt for Trump. Lev Parnas spilled the tea at 10:09 here. Rox1 SMF.
Well, Rox, here's the problem with that. It doesn't matter, does it? If the President of the United States, whoever it is, has a son that's a crackhead, that's human trafficking, shouldn't we find out about that no matter who the hell it was that found the information? Rox, what do you think? If the President of the United States' son is human trafficking and smoking crack, and I don't care who exposes it, right? Why do you care if it's Giuliani or not? I mean, do you deny that the information... I'm just kind of confused here. Do you deny the information on the laptop was accurate? There's videos of him with hookers, smoking crack, waving guns around. I mean, it's pretty explicit and self-explanatory. That's kind of information I think that if it gets exposed, it's exposed. Once it's out, it's out. I don't care where it came from. You know, the guy that invaded Hunter Biden's privacy originally, he's going to have to face whatever consequences he gets for doing that. But Hunter Biden has not been completely forthcoming with those releases that were coming out. He's taken quite some time before he actually admitted that, yes, those are accurate representations. And now he has come out and admitted it in a legal statement saying that that was his data. $48.2 puts us at from 13,000 guys, over $13,268 worth of profit now on our we call it $35,000 trade. Make it easy to do the math and include all the fees and stuff that might be in there for the four trades. Could I take some of that money out right now and you know, take $1,000 out right now and put it in the bank and say, hey, there's profit. You know, I just gave Rome $1,000. I could take 1,000 out of that and put it in my bank and justify, you know, that, hey, it was from the crypto. You know? No, because that money's going to be worth more as this goes up. You know? So I don't want to take profit if I don't need it, and I don't need it. Rox is not going to respond to me, I guess. I sat here and waited as long as I could. And you know, I don't know why people do this to me on here, man. You asked me to discuss it. I start discussing it. I don't care if it's
Swan SMF. I don't care if it's a crime. Feel free to charge him.
I'm not even so concerned about him being charged with a crime. I just think people should know what the President of the United States' son is doing. You know? How he conducts himself. It's not, it's not appropriate for a president's son to be smoking crack and purchasing hookers. You know,
Swan SMF. They gave him the laptop in Ukraine to get Biden.
Then why would there be a signed receipt from Hunter Biden himself dropping off that laptop? Now I'm really confused. What does Ukraine have to do with this? I am so confused right now. I don't know what, Rox, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Lev Parnas spilled the tea. All right, I got you. I missed that.
Okay, so welcome, Lev, and thanks for talking with us.
I'm on
now,
Street
I know that you're on home
cooking up new
confinement, and trust me, nobody understands home confinement better than I. Well, maybe you now, right?
Jerry Larkin.
So one of the
Be
other things,
safe,
then, Lev, that
everyone. Have a
you're
nice
accused
day.
of is helping Colludi connect with Ukrainian figures as part of a campaign to dig up dirt on
Rock
President
Swan
Biden's
SMF.
son, Hunter.
Gotta run,
So,
gonna lose
in
connection
light of-
inside the hospital. I answered.
Alright, well, why should I even watch the video and cover it then? Because I was doing it for you, Rocks. We'll move on to something else, I guess. That's cool. I'll save that in the archives there. So Ron answered me back in the private messages, guys. He says he's younger. He's younger than 42.
Laggy robot. Yeah, I don't care what he does, and he's not his father.
You don't care what he does? So you don't care?
Rocks 1 SMF. Gotta go watch that video.
So you don't care if Donald Trump's kids go around and hunt lions and elephants? You don't care if Donald Trump Jr. and when Trump's president, if his daughter does business with China and a bunch of slave labor in China is producing her garbage? You don't care about what...
Rocks 1 SMF.
Do you care if...
Start at 10:09.
Rocks, do you care if do you care if Donald Trump's kids are profiting off the presidency? Like Hunter Biden was profiting off of his father's position under the Obama administration with Ukraine? You don't care about that? If our president's kids are fucking criminals, and you don't care about that. You don't care what he does. You don't care if the president's kids profit off the president. It's weird. So, am I supposed to believe you? Because you're not answering me. Once again, I'll ask you. Trump's kids are profiting off of the presidency and doing dumb shit.
X1 SMF. Shit, stupid hospital.
Yep, stupid hospital. I hope you're okay. So, Willie Bragg show. He's going to be on Thursday morning, guys. We're going to have him on for a discussion about free speech absolutism. It's going to be, I'm sure, an interesting... I know it's going to be interesting for me. I'm sure it's going to be... I'd love to hear from
Stephen Running.
Free speech absolutist and have
Goya
them
food push from White House.
plead their case, so to speak, you know? Oh, shucks. Steve Running says Goya food push from White House. What is that? I said anti-DeSantis, anti-Trump, anti-Biden, anti-war, pro-women's rights on my Twitter profile. He's doing Revolutionary Blackout Network as we speak. Don't you even pay attention, bro? So somebody accused, Unholy Rome basically of being a Fed. And it's just so stupid. So he's like, whatever, dude, you're a kook. Fuck you. This other guy's like, someone accused me of being MI6 or whatever. And he's like, real talk, if you were undercover, you'd be infiltrating some large membership black organization the state's worried about, or some gangbangers got too big for their shoes, not building libraries. Make it make sense. So I said, dude, he's already infiltrated RBN. Aren't you even paying attention? That's so funny. Like, he's exposing Revolutionary Blackout Network by being on their show all the time. No, he is basically part of them, so. Ugh, this fucking moronic bitch. What? What else here? Let me see. Cult of Dusty's making music. Oh, it's so fun. That is awesome. I'm so glad he has the spark. Is Steph still here? Steph, are you even here anymore, Steph? It's all up to Steph, everybody. My blood begins to boil. Oh, perfect. Great, man. I'm trying to type to this guy and I shut all my pages down. Here we go. I'm going to try to start Discord. We'll see if it crashes the show. There's so many of you watching, man. I can't believe this. 26 people watching on Rumble. 6 people watching on the other channels. Okay, let's see here. If I want to send links, why is this so hard to do? They've changed something on Discord, and now the place you used to click to, it's gone. They moved it. Some re-engineer changed the frickin'. How weird is this? I don't know what to click on. Invite people. Oh, you got to right click on the frickin' thing now. They hit it. These assholes. I don't have a Discord. Oh, it's this guy, Willie Bragg Show, Dirtbag Leftist, is talking to me too in messages on Twitter. It's pretty cool. We're trying to schedule this Thursday discussion about free speech absolutism. So if that's something that you guys are interested in hearing, make sure you're here Thursday. He says 10 a.m. So we're going to be doing that. I'll be letting you guys know throughout the week that we'll be doing that. All right, you guys? All right, listen, I hate to leave so many of you, man. There's so many people watching. Holy shit. But I'm going to go, and I will see you guys on the later shows. Please remember to subscribe to these channels, guys. Doesn't matter on YouTube or Rumble or Twitch or wherever your preference is. Facebook at Ben Shader. Wherever you want to get those notifications, and you can always come to YouTube and watch from there. But come on by. I'm on Twitter at Nays Garden. Right? Nays Garden on Twitter, in between shows. And I'll see you guys later for the next show. It'll be later today or this afternoon or tonight, whatever. All right. Bye, guys.